Good evening. It is Tuesday, the 5th of August, 2025. It is 8:30 p.m. UK time. It is 9:30 p.m. in Holland, where my guest is located near The Hague. This is a very special show. It's the first one we've done. This is what's called an album listening party. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a 45s show. What's going on with you playing albums? The creator, producer of this album is DJ Friss. And he joined us in Amsterdam. He wasn't playing at that event, but then he joined us and played at We Love 45's Hamburg, killed it on the boat party, and also played a brilliant set at Comet. And he told me there's a new album coming out, and I was like, great, let's do something with it. Let's talk about it, because it's all about interconnecting 45's DJs, but we're inclusive, not exclusive here. So we like to talk about all stuff and help promote as much as we can on our small little platform here. But without further ado, here he is. DJ Friss. Friss,
welcome.
How you doing, man? You okay?
I'm really good. I'm just hanging out in the studio right now, where I made the full album and where we do most of the 45s. We also make them here.
It looks great. And that is in The Hague, is that right?
I'm in The Hague and Irie is in Groningen.
It's the first time you've been sort of officially on my show. I know we did a little interview in Amsterdam with Irie, but I always like at the very beginning of any show to ask my guests how they first got into music from a young age. Was it sort of parents? Was it friends, brothers, sisters? Who was it who first got you into music and at what age?
First, yeah, it was my brother. My brother came home and he brought me some CDs from Wu-Tang. Those were the first like hip hop CDs. And I had a friend in Rotterdam and I was living in the north back then too. He always gave me new music when we went to a holiday spot somewhere on an island. And we always saw each other there like a couple of times a year. That me and that friend, first we were both into punk music and then hip hop music. Before that, I was into gabber, you know, the super hard stuff. And I was already like collecting records from the gabber stuff, because my grandma gave me like a little turntable when I was like 9 years old or something. And then I was playing gabber music. Yeah,
playing gabba at the age of 9, incredible.
yeah. It was a whole culture back then. People here in the Netherlands were walking down the street with bald heads and like the training suits and the track suits. Yeah, really cool.
Incredible. Well, we'll come back probably to little bits of your sort of journey as we go, but obviously we are here to sort of have a listen to the album. So first of all, we're going to sort of do track by track. We'll play a track, have a chat before and after. As a whole, do you want to explain the concept behind this album?
It's kind of like my love letter to turntablism. I think from the age of 16, I became a big fan of turntablism and went into scratching and battling and this whole subculture with all the crazy records and stuff, like with all the crazy sounds and the crazy sleeves. Like this one is in front right here. Yeah. So this has been a big inspiration to everything I've done. Like the like cutting and pasting kind of style. You also see that in the sleeve I did. So that's like the whole concept is built on that subculture, like the records by A-Track, records by Craze. There are all kinds of references throughout the whole record with samples of those battle records, like Super Dog. It even got like a marker on it, which was my, I don't know, no, it's not this one, but it's like a skipless stuff is on there, and all kinds of stuff is on there because it's always been a big thing for me. You know, it kept me out of trouble. It kept me doing good things. It showed me the world. It made me meet people all over the world. Yeah, very inspiring people. So it meant the world to me, the whole turntablism community, and that is everything I try to put back in this record. Like it's something I wanted to make from an early age. I think when I started, like when I was 18 or something, I really wanted to make a record like this, but I was never ready for it until now. So now the record is here.
It's amazing, and it looks great as well. So let's we'll hear one track to start with, but let me get it over here. So yeah, it's a great piece of work, really, and we'll talk about the artwork in a bit. But cool. There you go. But we're going to go obviously side A, and this track is called Beep Are Fresh featuring Soul Supreme. Let's play it, and then obviously you can tell us a little bit about how it came together. Okay, what a way to start.
Still, when I listen to it, I still think it's nice music. Sometimes when I work on something, it's like I can't hear it anymore. But with this project, it's super special to me. I can still listen to it. Really special record, unlike anything else I ever did. So that's a nice beginning. Yeah.
This is including Soul Supreme. So tell us how you connected with Soul Supreme in the first place and what he did. I mean, obviously I can probably guess a lot of the keys and stuff is probably from him. So yeah, talk us through the collaborative process for this track.
At first, I think I made the basics of this track in 2014 or something, 2015. And it was on an old computer somewhere, and I made from who's also working in the studio. Yo, you have the old project still, because I was working on my record, and I was like, oh yeah, there's something there, and maybe I can get that. And he found it, luckily, because yeah, normally all the stuff is gone. But he found it and he brought it to me, and I was like, okay. So I worked it out, but only the drums on it, like the scratch drums you can hear on it. That's the only thing that stayed. And then I used there's one thing that's all over the whole record. That's this synthesizer. This small synthesizer is used in all the records. So I played bass on this one. And then it was kind of empty, and I was like, maybe I need some real cool keys. And because we were doing like 45s, we were connected via Instagram with guys like Soul Supreme. And I was like, it would be really dope to have Soul Supreme on this record. And we've met like a couple of times before, and I bought some records of him. And so we know each other from the 45 community, because he was really doing big things in the 45 community. All the cool 45s he brought out. And yeah, that's kind of like the simple connection we got. And I was like, I'm working on this record. I send it to you. I probably send all the tracks, so he could get a feel of it. If he dug it, then he could. I would ask him if he could play some keys on it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I really feel this, and I got you." And I think maybe a week or so later, I got it in the mail, and then it was like, okay, I got another track open still, and I can use a little help on that one too, and I also send it to him. So that's like the whole deal of it. It's all like the connection, what I told in the beginning. Like, you do stuff, you create a network of people around you. The network grows and grows, and yeah, some people are cool to work with, and you ask them just if you want to help out. Sure. So that's kind of basically how it goes.
I met him very briefly in Amsterdam when we did our Wheel of 45s Amsterdam. He came down to the store,
Yeah.
and I think you guys saw him, didn't you, as well? So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
a lovely guy, lovely guy.
Yeah.
But he was just about to have a baby,
Yeah.
so he wasn't around long, and
Yeah.
he's obviously got a busy life. And like you say, it's 45s that brought you together, and it's
Yeah.
45s that brought sort of us together as well. And
Yeah.
it's great to see that we can expand that further. And what I'm loving now is it's not just about 45s, just about 45s DJs. It's the producers behind the records and what other projects have they got and what are they collaborating on, and where are they playing and stuff like that. And it's great to see everyone growing quite organically now as well, I think. Let's listen to another track. So track number 2 is called Penguin Waiters, and this features Kypski.
Yeah.
I mean, I've loved Simon and Kypski from a long time ago, and called Shitty Bum, isn't it? The track they do.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite records ever, and the video that goes with that. So as soon as I saw Kypski was on this, I was like, wow, this is going to be cool. So yeah, let's have a listen to this one. Another crazy record. I think for me, the first thing is a little bit of an Avalanches feel. that beginning bit, you know, with the sound, you know, it gave me that, and that's such an incredible album. So yeah, that was the first feel, and then obviously you're getting the scratches, and yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Thanks. Yeah.
So how did you connect with him? Again, is it just through the scene?
The main producer from the band, he knew Kypski from back in the days when he made music for Caro Emerald. I don't know if you know her, but it's like a big jazzy singer here in the Netherlands.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. No.
Yeah, but Kypski was also playing in that band, like doing scratches. So he already had the hookup, and then Kypski did scratches on this record. And I knew Kypski from like the battle scene, and sometimes you go to a scratch jam, and he's there, and then you talk with each other like just like we do in the 45 scene. So that connection was already made, and then I emailed him just like, yo, I really want to have you on one of my tracks, and could you do that for me? And he was like, yeah, let me listen to it, and same story. Within a week or so, I had like all bounces of tracks with scratches, with turntablism stuff, with all the tones you hear in it, like a wee wee wee. That's all Kypski. What he did with the harmonics and melodies, it's like it really turned the track up, yeah, big time.
Because also people forget, but obviously you're using a turntable not just as a means of playing music, you're using it as an instrument. And obviously when people are scratching and, like you say, tones and all of that, it's using this as an instrument, like someone would use like a brass instrument or a piano or something like that, isn't it? I mean, do you treat it like that?
Yeah. But when people ask me, what do you do for a living? And I always tell them, yeah, I'm a musician. And then they ask, okay, what do you play? Yeah, the turntable is my instrument. So that's what I do. I do scratches. I do melodic stuff and all kinds of stuff with a turntable. In the past time, I also do some synthesizers and stuff. And now I sold everything. Like I got like all kinds of synthesizers and drum computers, but it was distracting me a lot, especially in the end of making the record. The synthesizers were like staring at me like, oh, you got to use me. And it's like, I really wanted to get rid of everything. So everything is gone now, and maybe if I start on another record, then I can slowly buy some new gear and make something new with that. And there are a lot of people here in the studio complex, because there are like 10 studios here, and everybody has synthesizers and gear and amps, and so I can always like walk in somebody's space and ask them, yo, can I borrow this or can I borrow that? So I also borrowed a tape echo, like with real tape for the ending of the record, like to do like a special sauce on it to glue everything a little bit together. It's like super expensive equipment, but yeah, it's really nice to be in this environment, so I can grab everything I need, or like if I need some guitar parts or some funky synthesizer stuff, then there's a lot of people here that can help me out also.
Well, let's give it a shout out. What is the complex that you're in?
I'm in the Pollux in The Hague, and it's not sure how long we're gonna stay here, but with a group of people we're gonna search for a new spot that we can get back together again. But what we're here now, I think for more than 10 years in this spot, so it's like we know each other like really
well.
Yeah.
Let's hear another track. And this is number 3. This one appears to be at the end of each of sides there is a track that is just you. So this is called Love Song. We'll listen to it first, and then you can tell me about it.
As we go a little something like this. As we go a little something like this. As we go a little something like this. As we go a little something like this.
That track obviously is just you. So tell us how it's put together. I mean, do you start with drums? Do you find the samples first? Do you then build obviously scratches on top of samples? You know, what's the sort of process of building that sort of track?
This was during Corona time. And then I bought like the MPC Live. I don't know if you know that, one of the newer MPCs.
Yeah.
And I bought it, and I was sitting at home figuring it out because I didn't went to the studio. I built like a small home studio there with only the MPC and 2 speakers. And then I was sitting there, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure this thing out. And then I was making grooves and grooves and grooves, and all of a sudden I got this groove of this beat, and then that's it. It laid around for like a couple of months, years. Maybe I did some raps or some singing over it, but it wasn't. No, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to do that anymore. And then I was like, okay, maybe I can do some scratches over it. And then I think that was like the end of 2023. And I was in a big heartache situation, and I wasn't feeling good, and I was like, right, fuck you, girl. And I was like, you better off pumping diesel. That's like the blase blase sample. It's like, you weasel, you better off pumping diesel. I don't know what it means, but I don't think it's any good. So I use that in it, and the delays you hear in it is like, the delays are the delays from the S9. I don't know if you can see the S9, but it's like the button down, and the delays are there are cuts in the delays. So you hear like, normally it's like, you better off pumping diesel. But now it's like, you better off pumping diesel. So that there are like a few cuts in it because I didn't bother to like do the delays again or do the scratches again. It was like a frustrated scratch session, like getting the scratches in and then bam, smashing the delay button or the effects button of the mixer, and then you got all like kinds of weird chops in the delay. And I was like, at the end, I was like, it's kind of cool. It's like some kind of stop in it, so it's really wiggling a lot. So that's kind of like the story behind that one. At the beginning, I was like, oh yeah, maybe I can do better with the scratches, but I was like, no, it's sometimes don't touch it. It's okay, you know.
And obviously that was one that you just did yourself. Obviously, when you're collaborating with other people, there's I assume a little bit of back and forth, and
Yeah.
you know, this is good, this is bad. When you're producing just records by yourself, do you have someone like, I don't know, maybe Irie or someone that you throw them out to and say, how's this sounding? Is this sounding good? Do you have like a sounding board?
Yeah. Some people here in the studio, they walk in and I'm like, yo, is this sounding good? Because we have some mix engineers also in the studio, and they also help me a lot. And they're like, oh yeah, you're missing some in the mid frequencies, or that snare it needs some belly, so give that snare more layering. That was a big help to me. But yeah, Irie was like really positive, like for the first time I made something. Irie is always very how do you say it, skeptic, like I gotta come really good.
Really impress him?
He's making me get the best out of myself.
But that's great, isn't it? That's an encouragement.
Yeah, because without him, I think I would be more lazy, you know. Then I'm like, okay, I made this, and then when I show it to Irie, yeah, it's nice, but And then I hear it in his voice, like, okay, this is not nice. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and see what I can do more. With this record, it was like I think he was a little proud. I don't know if he's watching now, but yeah, okay, I think he was he was proud. Yeah.
I don't have a clip from him, but I have a clip from you guys. Let me see if this works. Hold on.
We were always producing stuff and making edits, and you did a lot of edits already for Beat Junkies and stuff, and for yourself, and everybody on the whole world was already playing your edits. I was making edits, and after a while we started to think about an idea to press some edits on 45 and see how it goes from there.
It's always an A side from him, a B side from me, because B stands for better. But, no, that's an inside joke. Yeah, for sure.
That's classic how Ari and I bond. You know, there's always like a little game element involved. Like,
but that's great. That makes you have fire and want to go after something and produce something better. And that's what the best friends and the best collaborators and the best people. You know, you're working together to help everyone. Improve. And it's like you know, you don't want them to just be like average, you know. Okay, you can do better, or you can add something else in, you can mix it up. So let's have a listen to number 4. So this one is featuring DJ Robert Smith and it's called Undiluted.
Making the funk, y'all know y'all out of there. Making the funk, come with it. Making the funk, making the funk, making the funk. Y'all know y'all out of there. Y'all know y'all out of there. Y'all know y'all out of there. Y'all know y'all out of there.
Heavy scratching.
Yeah, I mean, it's DJ Robert Smith. He's been on the show a few times. Tell us, firstly, how did you connect with DJ Robert Smith on that one?
Well, I think Irie went to Germany a lot back in the days, like around the 2010s. And then he met up with Carl, Radi Carl. And Carl, he worked for Serato. And Carl threw a party, and Irie and Robert Smith played there together. And then I went to Berlin in 2018 or something, and Irie was like, "Yeah, you should visit Robert Smith because I think the two of you will like each other." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, give me his number and I will hit him up." So I texted him, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, coming over." And I live here and there, and I went to his house that day. It was a really rainy day, and I was like, "Yeah, shall we do some scratching and maybe some practicing?" And then we went scratching, and we recorded a video. And that video, we posted it online, and it got very good comments because the guy from Scratch Video also posted it, and reposted it. It was also my connection to Rodrigue from Scratch Video, and that was like our connection started there in 2018, and then in 2020 I went back to Berlin for a longer time, like I was there for like a month, and then we hooked up a couple of times. Went to his birthday. Over the past years, I've seen him a few times, and we always stay in contact via Instagram, and we chat sometimes about stuff. And with this also, I got the beat. I had to do like a stand-in for Irie. Irie was doing a theater show, and the theater show was making music with synthesizers and all kind of outboard gear, but it was all freestyle. And then I freestyled a part in it, and that was the beginning of this beat. And then I was like, "Oh, this beat is dope. I need to record this." And then I recorded the beat, and so I got all like the loose tracks. And then I was like, "Okay, yeah, how can I make this? How can I make this to a beat?" And then I went like ongoing and producing it. And then I asked Robert Smith, like, "Yo, can you play scratches on it?" And then he was like, "Yeah, send it over." And I sent it over. Within 2 hours, I got it back. It sounded like this, and I was like, "Okay." And then I had to do the arrangements, and I was like, "Okay, now I need to cut stuff out, but I don't want to cut stuff out, so yeah, let's leave it all in." And even there's even like one part is doubled. You don't even notice it because it's so hard. It's yeah, man.
But again, it's using the turntable and the mixer, because obviously it's half turntable, half mixer, isn't it? Because it's the cuts and the speed to create a new sound out of already recorded audio. You know, it's incredible what he does with it.
I was fooling around with the sample. Like the sample was like taking the funk, and I was scratching with it. The sample sounded so good on the beat. It was all in tune, I think, and it was all good. And then I was like, "Okay, here's the sample. Maybe you can do something with it." And then he made this. And I was like, "Whoa, wow, this is so crazy." But then after that, this was the track I struggled the hardest on. Also because it had to be on the record. I didn't want to let it go, because sometimes you're in the production process, it's not working, you know. And then you try different drums. And this track, I think it had like 4 or 5 times. I deleted all the drums, put new drums under it. Okay, delete it again. Put new drums under it, and like that, the drum is like all programmed, so it's like all tick 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 tick, and I'm really picky on it, you know.
It's an amazing track, but
yeah.
One more video. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, Tristos? Hey, what up, Friss? What's going on? I just want to give a big shout out to the new album from DJ Friss, Generation CMD+Z. That is a beautiful turntablism beat-making album, and I'm so proud and feel very honored to be part of it. Featured on one song. It is song number 4, Undiluted. I can remember when I was recording those cuts, like, I think it's been like 3 years ago or so, or even longer. I can remember when Friss reached out to me and asked me if I can lay down a couple of cuts. He sent me the samples, and he said, like, just go wild, just like do whatever you want. So that's what I did. I gave him a lot of variations and possibilities he can work with. After all, he just took it the way I arranged it so far. Friss is such a good boy. He's a big supporter for the 45 community worldwide. He and DJ Irie are bringing up some great fire records these days. Plus, I can remember, Friss, you came to Berlin once and you have visited me, and I think we did a routine together as well. It was just too clear for me and too obvious that I help out a brother for his album. I'm super stoked to be on that record with names like So Supreme and DJ Kypski. So what else can I say? This is a great record, and if you don't know it by now, you better check it out and get one of those. Hey, that's DJ Robert Smith. That's it for me. I'm saying goodbye. I'm having a vacay now. Peace.
That's dope, man. Yeah, cool.
He's such a great guy, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like I know him because we've interviewed him. I've interviewed like 4 or 5 times and stuff. But yeah, no, that was great. Let's do track number 5.
Yes.
And this one again is featuring Soul Supreme.
Yo, stop fronting and use your head.
Ja, nou, geef niet. Hey, als je hier morgen om 7 uur bent, kan je meteen beginnen. Ja?
Oké. En hoeveel ga ik ermee verdienen?
2,50 per uur, maar dat wordt later meer.
Oké. Dan kom ik wat later.
Oké.
The more emotion I put into it,
There's just something about Soul Supreme's his melodies and the way he plays. You can tell straight away.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
him.
It's
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's so recognizable. It's I don't know if you have the 45. You get the I think it's a war tour and
Yes. Yeah. Bonita, isn't it? I think on the other side.
Or now lyrics to go. Maybe
Lyrics to go. Yeah.
Yeah, and he also does like a thing there like do 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 do, and he kind of like does some of the same thing in this track. And when he sent it over, I was like, oh wow, he picked the most beautiful part in that song, like that little part, and he almost gave me the same on this track, and I was like, oh wow, I couldn't ask for more, you know. This is what it is, and that's what I say, like to all musicians I ask like to collaborate with, just do what you do because I ask you because you do what you do. But give me like all kinds of stuff, like more tracks, the more the better. And then I go like try and arrange it. With Robert Smith, there was like only an extra part needed, so I had to double something. But with Soul Supreme, I also had to like cut stuff out, like really, really dope parts that couldn't make the production. So that's that's really yeah.
Pump Ahmed says, my favorite track, Yo Stop Frontin' and Use Your Head.
Yeah.
But then he also says, but what's up with the Dutch joke at the end?
Oh yeah. That's it's from a Dutch show called Rembo and Rembo, and me and my brother, we always used to watch that, and it's like it's all kinds of really dumb sketches, but really funny. I think it's funny, and my brother too. So that's kind of our humor. Again, the battle records with the butt crack breaks, and it's kind of like this humoristic side of things, and that's why I was like, oh yeah, I need something on it that's funny, and I was like, yeah, Rembo, that's my youth, Rembo. It's like, yeah,
great to be able to include like little snippets of that from your life, like you said. I think when you emailed it to me, you said it's like your life's work.
Yeah,
You're putting everything into it, including little memories from you and your brother watching a TV show.
Yeah. That all kinds of stuff of that is in it. Like from Heartbreak to like Beep Are Fresh. The first tracks, like Beep Are Fresh, stands for like those are the first sounds you get to hear when you start scratching in the world of turntablism. So that's kind of like the foundation, and it's also telling a story for me. Like Beep Are Fresh, it's the beginning of everything. It's the beginning of my records. You can see it as the beginning of my life, because later in the track it gets like the drum and bass piece that was like a heavy kind of part during puberty, getting stuff with police and stuff, and so that's like there are all kinds of things that I put in there that are from my life.
So this is now the last track. This is one that is just you, and it's called Emotions in the Apocalypse. So I think before we play it, if you want to introduce it and explain firstly why it's the last track, why did you put this one at the end, and a little bit about how you came to produce it.
I don't know when I made this, because sometimes I make things and then I bounce it and it goes in my bounces folder, and then I don't look at it anymore, and then sometimes I go scroll through my bounces folder, and then I was like, oh wow, this is also great, this fits great with the records that I'm making for the album, so this has to be on it too. I put some extra sounds on it. The feeling it gave me was like it has a really something apocalyptic to it. When I played it, I was in a bad mood, with the heartache and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, what if there's an apocalypse? You survived, and you have like the sad feeling. So everything is fucked up outside, but you also have like the emotions. Oh, that would have been terrifying. So yeah, that's kind of the thing behind the track. I also asked D Styles to do the scratches. He didn't have time for it to do it. He was like fully booked, and I was on a tight schedule because I needed to finish it. So I was like, okay, now then I'm gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna do it myself. So I did the scratches on it myself. That's kind of the story. Also, again, like the heavy synthesizer with this is also this thing again.
So that's the Korg Volca, isn't it?
Yeah, Volca bass. It's on every track. That's like the red line through it. For Volca bass is on every track. There are scratches on every track. Some more, some less. That's like the red line that walks through the album, sound wise.
Fantastic. Okay, let's listen to this, and then we'll have a quick chat afterwards.
And also, I want to give a big shout out to Kypski. He's the guitar player. He played guitar on all the tracks. So,
cool.
Yeah.
We'll put the back on in a minute, and obviously that's got all the credits and your special thanks to everyone as well. So yeah, here we go.
More emotion I put into it, the harder I rock. emotion up, the harder I rock. The harder I rock. Watch the sun, watch out, anything now shock out, get wash out.
Oh, let me tell you.
You're now rocking with the best.
So obviously at the end, you've got some scratches, but we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
An amazing track, another amazing track.
Thanks.
Let's talk about the artwork, though. We haven't talked about the artwork and also the name. So first the artwork.
I'm always, like I told before, like the band I was in, Playground Zero. The first album we did, like we hired all kinds of people, and for the second album we were like, okay, we cannot do that anymore. We need to like watch the cost a little bit, and then we were like, okay, we're gonna like cut and paste and try that out, and that worked out. So I was like, oh yeah. Because we had like the example of the battle records, all the battle records we put them out in the big studio over there, and all the records were standing there like a big inspiration. Okay, we need to mix something like that. We went cutting and doing that, and ever since then I've been doing that. Also with the It Takes Two 45s. I also make the It Takes Two 45s, all of them. Also with cutting, pasting, and printing stuff. And the same thing for this one too. First wanted to make a picture inside of a monitor in a field of sunflowers, but that was too much work, and I was like, and then maybe I can generate an image with AI, because I also wanted to go and fold with the picture of it, but now I made it via AI. And then I came to the Generation Command Z, because ever since I can think of, I can use Command Z or Control Z back in the days with Windows computers. Everything seems undoable, you know. This album also, it's done with I don't know how many Command Zs. Like, oh no, not that. Let's erase it, or let's undo it. And sometimes when you look at pictures, you have like real pictures, then you're like, oh, I wanna like zoom in or something like that. And you cannot. There's more in life than computers. And this whole generation, it's the Generation Z and also my generation. Everything is going fast and stuff. And I was like, okay, hold on a little bit. Let's Command Z and take a step back. It's multi interpreter.
Let's look at some of the credits. Obviously, all tracks produced and arranged by you, and then you said, take us through it.
Yeah, I produced and arranged all the tracks, so everything is made here, and just some demos in other stuff. But I finished everything here. Guitar and all tracks by Kypski. Kai is the guitar player of a really cool band, also from this city, The Hague. They're called Unit 9. They make really funky stuff, funky jazzy hip hop. It's really worth checking out. They also got 45s out. They got Unit 9. I think they have 2 45s out now. So it's it's really cool tracks. Kypski did that. Keys by Soul Supreme on tracks 1 and 4. Yeah, that's a mistake I made, because it's track 1 and 5. So sorry, Soul Supreme, but here's the rectification. Also, Undiluted should be with 1 L, and I put it on with 2 L. So that's also a mistake you can find in the sleeve. If I'm ever gonna do a repress, I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Just do it the same. It's part of the charm, isn't it?
Yeah,
People know, because the names are next to the songs anyway. It's fine.
Yeah. No, I'll scratch this on track 2 by Kypski, track 4 by Robert Smith. The mix done by me. I've mixed everything myself with some help of guys walking in and telling me, maybe your snare can use a little bit more, or this and that. But they're like the professionals that do a lot of stuff, and they were like, no, I don't think you should mix it. And I was like, I'm really happy with it, because it's so fucking expensive to do all the mixing stuff. This whole record maybe would have costed me, like, for mix master, maybe 3,000 euros, and that's
wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. And
it's good that you've got obviously people close to you, like you already talked about earlier in the show, that can help you. But also, it's skills that you're learning. So next time, you know that your skills are not far off, being there. Pretty much.
Yeah. But that's also like the whole process. I started out being a DJ for a Dutch rapper named Kypski. We scored like a hit in 2012, and we got like a crazy touring schedule, like 250 or 300 shows a year. And it was like all big festivals in the Netherlands and Belgium. And in the summer we flew to like Spain and all kinds of other places. And that was like, we were 24 or something. But I learned so much from that period of time. And after that, I moved to The Hague, where I live now. And then I knew some people from the festival season that I met during the Kypski time. And they had like this studio complex. And they were like, oh yeah, sure, you can come here. And we got like some space for you. And then I got here. And then I started around making more and more music. I was already making music, but not good music, like I was never ready to put something out like this, and I really had to like watch them make music and look at them and ask like, oh, what are you doing there, and oh, what's that, oh, what's that plugin. And they helped me so much. Like I didn't even know the difference between a keyboard or a synthesizer, it was like terrible. But now they schooled me in so much ways, and that's the reason why I can do the mix myself, the production, the arrangements, the mastering I did myself of the whole record. Also through like easy plugins, like you get like a couple of things that can help you like real good, to make it sound real good. So that's all I've learned, and also from the Playground Zero days, how to make artwork. And so the artwork is also made by myself, and it's like a folding process. So print out this thing, and then I started folding, and no, that's not it. And if you see on my Instagram, there's like one post of the artwork, and next to it, if you slide to the other side, there you see all the folded stuff I tried, because I was really trying to make the fold look organic and good. I didn't know how it was coming out.
Yeah,
like big, when you send it to the pressing plant, it's also like, oh fuck, I hope it's good, because I'm not like an illustrator or a Photoshop guy, you know. So yeah.
Robert Smith held one up, and Mirko Machine. We'll talk about Hamburg in a minute, but Mirko Machine was on the stream chat the other day and was talking about you giving him a copy of this in Hamburg, and a great album. So, right, let's talk about two more things, and then we'll call it a wrap for tonight. So, first of all, obviously, DJ Irie and you, It Takes Two. Tell us, are you guys working on some more releases, and how's things going generally in the sort of label?
It Takes Two started out like, let me speak for myself, but I was a little bit lost doing what I did. Was like, I was playing a lot of nightclubs and stuff to just make money, and not enjoying the DJ stuff anymore. And Irie was like, okay, I'm playing 45s now. Maybe you can check that out too. And then I went into it, and like also liked it at the first point, because it was like, oh, these things are really small, and the grooves are like tiny, and it skips, and it, oh, what is this? So the challenge was there, you know, and that was really cool to see. And then Irie was already making edits, and he had some ideas, and then we were like, okay, let's press it on 45. Then we sold some, but at first we did like edits and stuff. There's also like copyright law, which is kind of tricky. So now we're thinking about making our own music in the future, but with elements that you can use it to scratch with and stuff. So we always like the factor of like a sample before it starts, always like a sample somewhere in the middle, so you can cut it up and then go to the break, and then mix it out, or you can mix it in easily, because there's like always like a 8-bar. Everything is set up in it for DJs. One better than the other, but that's like the concept of it. 45s by DJs for DJs. So that's it. And for now we did edits and some remakes and some, I don't know if it's called the first one, like the Peanut Butter Bam Bam. Yeah, it's kind of like an edit, because it has the Bam Bam in it, and from Sister Nancy, and the drums from Peanut Butter Wolf and Charisma. It's kind of like mash up things, like stuff that's usable for DJs. Yeah, DJs use it now all over the world. So that's a crazy thing. But for the future, we're thinking about
some original stuff.
Maybe some remixes, like a remix on one side, and on the other side the original. Yeah, so we have quite a lot of ideas, but it started off. Yeah, that was my my initial story. It's like it started out because we lost fun in regular DJing. So this was like, okay, we're doing this, but it's a hobby. Okay, so no pushing, no deadlines. Yeah, all of a sudden when there's like a release coming up, we're also like, oh yeah, the release coming up. Okay, how do we do this again? Yeah, okay, and then we're like, okay, we're gonna make some videos, and then it's starting to look like work again. You know, we gotta watch out for that. We need to keep the fun in it. That's important for us, because it's big fun with small records. That's
definitely. And talking about fun, obviously you came to We Love 45's Amsterdam, and then obviously you came to Hamburg. Obviously we had a couple of technical issues in Hamburg with the boat and that, but the sort of general vibe of the events, you know, what did you make of them?
Really cool. Yeah, I love to see all of the people from whole Europe come together, like for the same thing, like the love we share for 45s. That's like a super cool thing, man. That's I'm glad that you are putting all this work in it, and to invite everyone, and everyone is also like coming over, because they're feeling it too. It's like it's a niche, but it's a really cool niche, man. I really like all the people in the 45 game. Yeah,
everyone seems pretty cool, you know. So far, pretty much everyone's and everyone's doing their own little thing, and it's really just a case of, you know, why I do these events is to bring people together, you know, like producers, like DJs, like, you know, people who put out records, people who put on events, and just say, right, let's just all talk and share. Like you said earlier,
Yeah,
in your hub there, sharing with you and helping you master and mix. You know, it's the same thing. Let's all get together and see if what we're doing can help each other grow. Because if we all grow together, then the whole scene grows, doesn't it?
And super inspiring to see all the sets of all the other DJs, like the Tommy T set and Funkam and Harry and everybody's like playing different music and we were like, oh man, this is also cool, you know. So that's really,
it's quite
cool.
inspiring, isn't it? Because you'll hear a record that you might not have heard before or something new or something, and then you're like, okay, maybe I could go get that record and maybe I could include it in what I'm doing in my sets. And
and everybody it felt like everybody was doing their own thing, you know, and not like putting up records.
Everyone brings their own thing, so it's cool.
Yeah.
We'll get some of those videos up soon. I'm a bit behind on videos, but it's cool. But otherwise, man, it's been a lot of fun. It's an amazing album, and I think it's one of those albums that you know people are going to listen to and then go back to and re-listen to and find lots of different snippets and sounds and scratches and stuff. There's so much going on. It's something that's going to bear repeated listening. And obviously, you've got the little scratch sentences at the end, so the DJs who buy can obviously get involved if they want to, having this to play out, and also being able to scratch with it if they want to.
I really needed that to be on there. It's not on Spotify, not on Bandcamp digitally, so it's only on the vinyl. It's just all the samples used on all the tracks as a sort of bonus. And Robert Smith also did like a video with it. We put it on Scratch Video. There he cuts with this record, and I sent him the instrumental part. Maybe I'm gonna put on the instrumental beats also on Bandcamp or something, so that if people really want to practice with it, they can buy the vinyl and practice with the digital beats. Yeah, but
and then again, it gives it longevity, doesn't it? You know, because it's like, okay, so this is a project, and it's what can you take from that project that could be useful for something else, like you say, instrumentals. You know, it's there's a history of hip hop albums coming out as instrumentals as well. Yeah.
It was something I really wanted to do like for such a long time. Yeah, now it's finally out, and it feels so good. I'm still enjoying every second of it that it's here, and I'm still also myself listening to it. Yeah, I'm very happy with that, because normally when you put something out and it's like, oh, I can't hear it anymore, but with this, it has I have a special connection with it. So I'm really happy that I get a lot of good comments of people. They say like, oh wow, you made something cool, man, and it makes me so happy, because it was a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely an amazing work of art. We'll see what comes next, I guess. But in the meantime, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the album. Thank you for answering the questions. And it's been a pleasure talking to you, and we'll speak very soon. But if you hang on there for a minute, we'll have a quick chat after the show. But again, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, man. And thanks everybody for watching. Peace.